A big thanks to FansBet for being the official partner of Talk Norwich City. They're offering special bets this weekend. The perfect weekend enhanced at 20-1, Norwich to win, Ipswich to lose, and our closest team to us in the league, Brentford to lose. And also enhanced odds on a great weekend. That's Norwich to win, Ipswich to fail to win, Brentford also failing to win. All you have to do, go to fansbet.com or the FansBet app on your phone. Go to football and then Norwich City specials. Enjoy the video. Hey, what is going on, guys? Talk Norwich City here, back for a Fulham video. This man is Sammy James from the Fulhamish podcast. We've just been for a coffee in a very posh West London coffee establishment. The podcast will be up on the Fulhamish podcast. I'll link it in the description. Good Friday puts us up against Fulham. What better man to speak to? Fulham, what can we expect? You're on a meteoric rise at the moment.
Yeah, it's a bit of an interesting game because last time out we only drew against QPR. It was a bit of a ropey game for Fulham, to be honest.
You were 2-0 up as well, weren't you?
2-0 up, and we really didn't play that well at all. We didn't. I'd argue that we weren't deserving to be 2-0 in the lead.
Okay.
And then threw it away against Queen's Park Rangers of all teams, of course. Bit of a local derby for us, so we always want to get one over them. But yeah, we've been on a brilliant rise recently, and we're playing brilliant football. Jukanovic has got us playing this free-flowing, passing, exciting attacking system, and at the moment you just don't want to miss a game because we're just playing stunning football, scoring lots of goals, not conceding too many either. I think we're all expecting that the playoffs is going to be where we end up because Cardiff just can't stop losing games at the moment, which is a bit annoying. But look, we were 17th back in November and now we're in 3rd, so it's been an exceptional rise and hoping it will continue on Friday at your place. I
was going to bring that up because obviously that 1-1 draw was the first game of the season, but I was kind of keeping tabs on Fulham because I expected you to be where you are now.
Yeah. And
you were struggling for quite a while. Yet you seem to keep the patience quite well. You seem to have faith in the system, and that's paid off.
Well, yeah, I think December was probably the nadir of Fulham's season. We lost away at Brentford, which again is never enjoyable. And then we were that team that lost to Sunderland at the Stadium of Light. So we've
lost to Sunderland. It's fine. It's fine.
So they hadn't won a game at the Stadium of Light in 2017.
Lovely.
Of course, we go there, give our old manager Chris Coleman his first and only win of that year. So it was a real low point, and at that time we were genuinely questioning whether Jukanovic should be sacked because he was playing bizarre tactics. He was playing someone like Steph Johansson, a box-to-box midfielder in a false 9 position.
Lovely.
And we were genuinely wondering, is he trying to get himself sacked? Because these tactics are laughable. And then we just put together a couple of wins in a row against quite poor teams like Barnsley, and we didn't play terribly well, but then we went to Cardiff away and got a 4-2 victory, and then just wins bring confidence, and we just never stopped, and now we're 16 unbeaten. It's a club record, the whole history of Fulham, and they've never gone on such a long unbeaten run, and you can just see that everyone now fancies a goal, fancies a shot, fancies doing the killer pass. And yeah, it's a bit random, but if you'd have asked me after that Sunderland game just before Christmas whether we'd be in 3rd position come March, I'd have genuinely laughed. I'd have thought you were the most hilarious person I've ever met. So it's amazing, and we're just loving it, really.
Talk to me about your man Sessegnon. There's very few players. Let's try not to get run over as well. There's very few players in this league that I rate above Maddison. I think Sessegnon's probably one of them.
Yeah.
You did well to keep hold of him, and it seems like his progression is almost similar to Maddison. In the sense he's clearly an intelligent lad. Yeah. He wanted to stay at Fulham, and you're reaping the rewards from it.
Yeah, I mean, had he gone in the summer, Ryan Sessegnon, it would have been way too soon. He was still only 16. He hadn't even signed a professional contract. He was still on like a school kid's contract. So had he left in the summer, I'd have really questioned his motivations. He's a fantastic player. He's not a left back. If everyone just gets that into his head, that Ryan Sessegnon is not a left back. He started there this season, had a bit of a slow start, but eventually Slavisa moved him up to a left wing, which was helped by the fact that we signed Matt Targett on loan from Southampton, who's a brilliant adept left back. And I think that was the main reason Slavisa was sticking with him at left back, is because he didn't have another left back he could depend on. He's so composed, and I think that is the really exciting and slightly frightening thing about Ryan Sessegnon, is when he's inside the 18-yard box, he just always has a cool and level head, and whilst even experienced strikers get in those kind of positions and thrash the ball.
Yeah.
He just seems to stay calm, always pick the right option, hit it low and hard into the corner, and I think it's that composure that will get Ryan Sessegnon all the way to the top.
Yeah.
And I think the sky's the limit. I'd like to hope he stays at Fulham next season. I think if we go up, he will, and I think that's been talked about in the press this week, that if Fulham go up, Ryan wants to stay because he wants to establish himself in the Premier League with Fulham. And why wouldn't
It's a lovely story, isn't it?
it would be crazy for him to move if Fulham went up. If we stay down, I don't know. Hart would like to think that he stays, but Head just thinks that the money on offer to him and his family would just be astronomical. But there are reasons for him to stay. His twin brother is also in Fulham's academy.
Really?
Yeah, he plays. He's actually been on the fringes of the first team. He's a very, very good player himself, Steven Sessegnon. He's from Wandsworth. His family have kind of grown up with Fulham, so there are reasons for him to stay, and it seems he's very level-headed, but money talks, and if someone offers you 40, 50 grand to go to the Premier League and all the money and riches that come with it, it's hard for anyone to turn down.
Right, so Friday, 3 o'clock, you're in Carrow Road, you're coming down for the first time, so that'll be nice for you. A lovely city is Norwich. What are you expecting? Score prediction?
It's going to be a real tough game. I know you guys haven't had a dynamite season, and it's been surprising. I was expecting Norwich to be definitely playoff material. I wasn't expecting you maybe to challenge for the automatics, but I was definitely expecting you to be up there. And with some of the quality of player that you've got, obviously everyone's a big fan of James Maddison. That goal he scored, is it Bristol City?
Countless goals. Every one of them is brilliant. Yeah.
But he's an exceptional player, and you were very good against us on the opening day, and I think well worthy of your point. I'm a big fan of Oliveira up front.
You're the only one.
Well, I've always quite raised him when he plays, and you've got Tommy Tribal in the middle as well. So it's going to be tricky. Obviously, you'd see the team in 13th playing the team in 3rd, and you're a bit out of form, and you think easy win. But I think it's going to be difficult. I'm confident we can nick it. But I think it's probably going to be something like a 2-1, and I think you're going to push us hard, and we're going to have to earn that victory.
I'll take that. I'll take that. A hard-fought defeat. I'll take that. Thanks very much, mate. Go and check out the Fulhamish podcast. We chatted in a quite loud coffee shop, but I'm sure it was fine. He had a good microphone, better technology than me. Go and check it out. Links in the description. Hit subscribe, and I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.